Tanya Steele, Editor-in-Chief of Epicurious.com, and you're watching Around the World in 80 Dishes. Today we're going to Chile to make beef empanadas, and we're doing it with an expert, Chef Sergio Ramalina from the CIA. Chef, so good to have you. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
When I was in Chile, as they say in Chile, I had some delicious empanadas in Santiago. And when I was eating them there, I was thinking, you know what? These are like the Cornish pasties in England. They're like empanadas that you can get in almost anywhere in Central and South America, but also in places like England. It's like it's basically a meat turnover, you know, kind of a meat encased, you know, beautiful fried dough dish.
A paste.
So,
yeah. Basically, well, all these dishes comes from Europe. Okay, to America, and in all the continent, again, we find different versions of the empanadas. In Argentina and Chile is the most common. Humitas, these beef empanadas, different type of stuffing.
Right, or Brazil, right?
Brazil, they have
Argentina, they have lots of meat empanadas.
With wheat flour.
Oh, I see,
and
with
then
wheat flour.
more on the north, we start to have the corn flour empanadas.
Up towards Mexico.
Mexico, we have both.
You have both. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so what do we do
So
first?
the first step is to make the stuff. This is called, this is a picadillo.
Okay.
So olive oil, we're going to sweat.
Okay, I'll sweat over
The
the
onions.
olive oil myself.
Okay. Until we get a translucent color on the onions.
Okay.
At that moment, we're going to add the garlic. We don't want to put color on the garlic. We don't want to develop the bitter taste of the garlic.
Right, that's a mistake a lot of home cooks do, is that they cook the garlic too fast and it burns, and then they wonder why their food has a burnt flavor.
Yeah.
And it's the garlic.
Garlic gets bitter very easy.
Yeah.
We're getting there. So, I'm going to put the...
Okay, thank
this.
you.
We just lightly sweat the garlic and we add the spices. So here we make the spices to render their flavor and the aroma.
The spices?
Yeah, delicious.
And what did you just put in? Was that cumin?
Cumin and oregano. Okay, just to break down the oregano fresh. It's dry oregano. Now, I'm gonna put the 3/4 pound of meat. Okay.
And so this is just regular hamburger meat, beef chuck. Okay.
Beef meat.
So this is actually not only a pretty simple dish, but it's actually inexpensive.
Yeah. And very convenient.
Very.
You can keep these empanadas, you can serve it next day. You can pre-mold it, and you can keep it in the refrigeration.
Yeah.
And the next day you just fry your empanadas.
I see. You never want to fry the day before. You always want to fry that day, right?
Right before the service.
Okay.
That's it. Good. Let's put a little bit of salt. Very important.
Yep.
And pepper. Black pepper. Good. It's almost there.
So we're just cooking the meat until it's just brown, right?
We're going to add the raisins.
Ooh, the raisins.
Okay, some sweetness to the stuff.
Yeah.
Good.
That's what makes this so special, is adding
And the
things
olives.
and the olives.
People love olives.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody.
And you could probably use any types of olives that you have as long as they're pitted, right?
Yeah. This has red bell pepper inside. Stuffed. 1.5 cups of chopped tomatoes. These are canned tomatoes.
Okay. If you have fresh, if it's tomato season?
Peel and seed.
Okay.
And we're going to reduce. We want stuff that is dry to get in the empanada without breaking the dough. If we put the stuff that it's moist, we're going to break. We're going to over-soak the dough, and the empanada is going to break.
I see. So then we want to cook this down then for at least...
Until it's dry.
Okay. So, Chef, we're just going to let this cook for about 5 minutes until it's dry, and then in the next video we'll come back, we'll we'll make the empanadas, we'll stuff them, and then we'll fry them.
Right?
Okay.
We're going to set up the table to be ready to work with the empanadas.
Perfect.
And we finish to cook this.
All right,
Absolutely.
great.